What fictional character death hit you the hardest? Well, this is a very dangerous post to be scrolling through. Charlotte, in the original version of Charlotte's Web. The freaking mouse from Flowers for Algernon. Blackadder in Blackadder goes forth. Sir. I'm scared, sir. It's at that point that you know something's wrong. George would never say something that serious. Brooks, Shawshank Redemption. The Girl from Bridge to Terabithia. What villain deserved to win? I dunno. The villain from The Rock just wanted to get veterans their disability and veteran wages. The rabbit from the Trix commercials. My man literally spent his own money to get this own Trix cereal. And then those damn kids stole his property. Saying, "Lol, Trix are for kids. Fuck those kids." I always wanted Azrael, Gargamel's cat, to catch and eat a Smurf. Squidward. The giant from Jack and the Beanstalk, even though he's not the villain. Scorpio, Hank. He appeared like such a kind person. What took you an embarrassing amount of time to figure out? That chickens always lay eggs without needing to mate with a rooster. When I was a kid back in the early 90s, I was obsessed with WWF wrestling. It didn't hit me until years later that The Undertaker's manager's name, Paul Bearer, wasn't his real name. Before my cataract surgery, I thought Hellboy wore aviator googles. Post-surgery, I saw they were remnants of his horns. My French press. I owned one 9 months before I realized the coffee grounds go under the plunger and not on top of it. I was always so annoyed having to clean the top of the plunger after lowering the coffee into the water. My girlfriend stared at me like I was the stupidest person she'd ever met, trying to formulate how to politely fix this. In Lady and the Tramp, the humans are called Jim, Dear and Darling. I was in my 30s before I realized that wasn't their actual names. It was what Lady heard them calling each other. When I was growing up, the family would often do road trips to Vancouver. At least once a year. Just outside Williams Lake, I would always observe a construction site where some sort of log house is being built. It was always half finished. After like a decade, I was maybe 18 and finally made the comment about them still building that place. Apparently they build custom log homes on site and disassemble and ship them out. What's a common thing people do without realizing it's actually making their life harder? Not properly communicating their needs to people in their life. That one simple thing has ruined countless relationships. Road rage. Spending a lot of time in social media. Fail to apologize. It's sad to watch a person, in an effort to preserve themselves, damn themselves by simply refuses to admit responsibility and address the problem. I've seen people lose jobs, relationships, and their freedom because they couldn't bear to admit a wrongdoing or mistake and deal with it maturely. Mindlessly eating. I used to be guilty of this. I would eat when watching TV. When bored. When I was playing video games. I ate with no sense of how much or how often. I'd mow down a family-sized bag of Doritos or 5 cans of Pepsi without really registering that I'd done so. I eventually ballooned in weight and went to a therapist for help. Realized how I'd been eating on autopilot. And realized from there that it's much more common than people think. I used to eat 5,000 calories a day because I didn't stop to think why or what I was eating. Now I've been journaling, sitting down, and really focusing on my 3 meals a day. And my snacks, too. If I have them, I've lost weight, feel far less sluggish, and don't constantly crave junk food. Not moving your body daily. Keeping your muscles, metabolism, strong. Bones healthy, heart pumping, lungs healthy, etc. At the end of the day, how are you actually doing? Unmotivated by what I need to focus on. Excited for things that aren't really important. Honestly, I'm having a hard time. I've accomplished so much this year. But I'm fat. I'm still fat. And I can't shake this fundamental belief that being this way means all my other accomplishments mean nothing. And that, because of that, essentially I mean nothing. I don't need diet or exercise advice. I just need to deal with these demons. But I find it hard to believe I'm even worth the effort. Confused about what I really want in life. Tired and kinda sad. Depressed for no particular reason. I am not doing well. I am financially okay. I have $6,000 in the bank. And a credit line of 10 kelvins. I have some cash. But I am a legit alcoholic and I cannot stop. I am hiding it, somehow, from my GF. I am almost 50. 400 pounds. And am just hoping that I die sometime soon. I think that the U.S., as a society, is dying. Sooner rather than later. I think that climate change is 100% irreversible. And we will all know that we are doomed as a species within 15 years. We may struggle on for a century. But we are beyond the tipping point. What is your favorite sad song? Operator, Jim Croce. In My Life, by the Beatles. Stand By Me, Ben E. King. It is absolutely perfection in the art of songwriting from pace to emotion. Everything about it gives me chills when I hear it. The Night We Met, Lord Huron. I had all and then most of you, some and now none of you. How to Disappear Completely by Radiohead. When Somebody Loved Me, Toy Story. What's the worst attempt at an accent you've ever heard in a movie or TV show? Keanu Reeves in Bram Stoker's Dracula. Love the guy, but no. Just bad, bad, bad. Every fake accent Steven Seagal has. Sean Connery's Russian in The Hunt for Red October, a shite for sure. Kevin Costner's English accent in Robin Hood. Prince of Thieves is so bad, it almost a parody. Robin of Locksley. Quote. Anything where Anne Hathaway is British. What do you want for Christmas? I can't think of anything. I'm good. A new spatula and a nap. I want concert tickets for a New Year's Eve event and to meet a friend. I want a PC upgrade, but I'd rather my wife get all the yarn she wants for all her projects. My mom died in April. It will be very different for all of us this year. My wish is that it won't be too hard on the kids. Or my wife. She has really struggled with her loss. I want all the wishes of the people commenting to come true. It's been a rough year for everybody. So I wish you all have a nice Christmas. What 100-plus-year-old song is still a banger? Mars, The Bringer of War. Maple Leaf Rag. 1812 Overture. In the Hall of the Mountain King, Edvard Grieg. Clair de Lune. House of the Rising Sun. There is a lot of debate as to the true origins of this melody. Some say it goes back to the 17th century. However, House of Rising Sun was said to have been known by American miners in 1905. House of the Rising Sun. https www.youtube.com/watch v equals 4 to 43 llkaqbq.
Subscribe, my brothers.